Good morning, church. I trust you have your cup of coffee with you this morning and your Bible as we take a few minutes to jumpstart our Monday morning with connecting with the Lord. You know, if you were with us yesterday morning, I talked about a season in my life that wasn't too pretty where I actually hated somebody who had mistreated Kim and I so much that I literally wished they'd go to hell. And I want to encourage you, first of all, your pastor has grown since then, and God has taught me new ways to respond to those who mistreat me. And I just want to talk about that this morning, because it is not only hard, I think it's impossible. This is one of those things I said, the Christian life is not just difficult to live. If we think it's difficult, then we try harder. But when we realize it's impossible, we rely upon Jesus. And I think loving our enemies is impossible to do. At least it is for me, apart from Jesus working in my heart. Jesus said this, if they hated me, they're going to hate you. And he said they hated him without a cause. And you're going to run around along people in your life who are going to hate you really for no reason other than there's something about you, and they may not even know you're a Christian, and they may not even know it's Jesus in you, but it's just pulling out hatred out of their heart towards you because, as Jesus said, they hated me without a cause. They'll hate you without a cause. And I know there's people listening in this morning who've been deeply hurt and mistreated by people in their life, and it's really hurt your heart. And I just want to share with you what Jesus says about how to respond to people like that. In Luke chapter 6, he says this. I'll be reading verse 26 through 28. Woe to you when all men speak well of you, for their fathers used to treat the false prophets in the same way. But I say to you who hear, love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who mistreat you. You know, I'm still not at the place where that's my first natural response. When people hate me or curse me or mistreat me, my flesh reacts and gets really puffed up in not good ways and reacting much the same way. But when Jesus grabs hold of my heart and says, wait a minute, Pat, that's not what I called you to be as a follower of me, I have to regroup. And I found myself as I intentionally begin to practice this verse, to do them good, to bless them, to ask for God's blessing in their life, to pray for them. Not necessarily that things out there change with them, but things change in here in my heart. You know, I don't know about you, but when my heart's really troubled with somebody, it just kind of controls my thoughts. You know, when I'm out cutting the grass, I may start cutting the grass just singing to Jesus. By the time I'm done, my heart's just grinding on this person and what they did to me and how much they hurt me. And it's just controlling my life. But I have found when I've been intentional to go before God and begin to pray for these people and to pray for God's blessing upon their life. And I even pray that they would see their sin and their sinfulness, because that's a freeing thing and a good thing. I pray that God will bring them to himself. And it's amazing how I begin to pray for those that have hurt me, how God begins to transform me on the inside, and I find a new freedom and a new joy and a new peace that I don't know apart from that. So this morning, that's my encouragement to you. You may have people at work, you may have people in your family, in-laws, that haven't treated you well or fairly. And you are hurting from that, and you are struggling. I want to encourage you today. Begin to be intentional. Like I said, you have to rely on Jesus for this. This doesn't come natural. This isn't what my flesh wants to do. But turn to Jesus, be honest and say, Lord, this is hard. I can't do this, But in obedience to your word, right now I'm asking your Spirit to give me the ability to begin to pray and to bless and do good for these people. God bless you, brothers and sisters. Again, this is a tough assignment this morning, but I will tell you this, it's a freeing assignment. May God give you and me the grace to respond that way with those that have hurt us. Have a good day.